Hello YouTube. I just saw another MacBook 12-inch Retina today. This one came in for a serial number change because it was a board swap because the previous board had a bad CPU. So this board came from another machine that was working, but it had a broken screen. So they said, hey, can you change the serial number on the board? I'm like, sure, no problem. So I've got a couple videos. I think one of them I showed you how to change the serial number, but didn't go into detail. In the future, I will do that. So if you want to make serial number changes, you can. But check this out. You turn it on. Sorry, you got to read that upside down. Normal booting. Got a screen. Comes on. I got the dong, right? But it doesn't come on. Just thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Well, we just let it think about it. I'm working on another one here. It pulls 100 milliamps, and I got to get the board out. I bet you anything I find water damage underneath that. Well, this is exciting. That's about it. I'm just kind of bored waiting on this. But while we're waiting on this, let's just talk about this. So Apple, let's just go over to my reflow machine here, and let's pull out a board and look at it real quick. So, okay, here's one. Let's look at this board. So this is the Intel M series processor. It's a very small chip compared to one you'd find on a regular Apple board. This is a MacBook Air board. Now here's the chip to this one, the M series. As you can see, it's a little smaller. Right, they're not as fast. But what Apple did with these chips, and maybe they were going off the advice of Intel or not using their own brain, I don't know. But the heatsink that attaches to this, it has no fan. Here, let me show you one of these boards. Yeah, okay, so here's the heatsink that attaches to that chip right there. See that? This is the heatsink. This is the thing that's supposed to take the heat off the CPU. It's a little plate of metal. And no compound goes on this side. None. I think I've got one of these tore apart in this drawer. Yeah, let's see if this opens up here. Yeah. So here's the board sitting right here. The heatsink it does stick on the bottom of this, the plate's aluminum, it conducts heat. But there's no thermal compound between the two. You just gotta hope it radiates to the aluminum and it works, right? Okay, so that solution sucks and it doesn't work. And this is what happens, they die. Either they boot and get a question mark like this, they boot with scrambled video, or they don't boot at all. And it's those CPUs, they're overheating and they're dying. Even just changing the serial number on this one, it manifested itself with the question mark of death, which is very common for these MacBook 12 Retinas. This is by far the shittiest MacBook ever made, without question. You should get on the repair forums and see everybody talking about these. I know shops that just will not take them, refuse to even work on them. Because if they fix them, then they're going to be responsible when it dies like that. Because these are total pieces of trash. Let me put this sticker back on here. These things are total pieces of trash. So if you have one of these, right, and it died, Apple should give you another one. I mean, Apple should replace every one of these things. They suck, they don't work, and they die. So if you've got one of these and yours is like this, it's not your fault. There's nothing you did wrong. You just got a piece of crap. So what we're going to do, we're going to take these chips off the board with this machine right here. I ordered a special nozzle just for that chip. And this machine will allow us to take those chips off. Once I get those chips off, we will clean the board, get all the solder balls off of it. We will get a new chip, reflow the new chip on, and then I've ordered some specially machined copper shims to redo the heatsink so it actually pulls the heat out of the chip. And then we're going to use heatsink compound on that little itty bitty heatsink right here. We're going to put compound on this side so when it attaches to the case actually pulls the heat away from the board. That should save these. But unless your machine has been modified with a special copper shim between this and this, unless your machine's modified with the correct copper shim and it has enough thermal conductivity, and this is not thermally conductive to the case, your machine's going to die. It's a time bomb. And you're probably watching this video because it already did. You probably should call Apple and say, you guys suck. They really do. This is the world's worst MacBook. They all die. 10 of them will come in through my store. Okay? I will fix 2, maybe 1. I actually like to see these come in with water damage. Yes, I want to see these damaged by water because I know they actually worked before they got wet. That they didn't just die because of a CPU problem. These are all dying from CPU problems. Look at these boards. I mean, these are just boards I pick up for next to nothing. They all suck. They're all dead. There's, look, question mark right there. Oh yeah, it comes up with a question mark. Yeah, they all do. Here's one, question mark. You know, oh, here's another one, question mark. I mean, they suck. These are awful. And they're expensive. These are $300 to $500 a piece. And the one you buy will probably break. So if you spend $500 on one of these used boards and your machine works, sell it while it's still working. Okay, so, you know, once I get this modification going, I will share it with you guys and I'll make it available. But until I get that nozzle and test them, these are junk. And it's too bad. Apple should own this and fix it properly and give people their money back or fix their machine. I'm sorry to be ranting about it. I like Apple products. They're built well. I mean, this is a metal case. It's not plastic. They're nice. Their software's nice. I like them. But you guys suck right here. These are awful. Just wanted to share that with you. It's frustrating the living daylights out of me. I'm almost to the point where I won't even touch these machines, but I like the challenge. So right now we're going to rework CPUs and we're going to see if we can fix this problem.